Good morning, everyone, and a very warm welcome to you all. And I hope that anyone who's going to watch via replay enjoys this morning's class as much as we're all going to enjoy it. Now, if anybody has any tech trouble, please just use the welcome email and back out and just come back in with that. Or you can use the click here for support where I am at the moment. If anybody has any questions, we do have the chat box and we use it for you to talk to your teacher. So without further ado, I will welcome Jack down. Here we go. Oh, I hope we don't have a little tech problem here. Oh no, that's good.
That's
Hello.
right. Yeah, just making a
coffee. last minute grooming.
Last minute grooming, and I've just got a coffee.
Tea.
I'm here. Good to see you, Franny. It's a double whammy this week because you've been hosting the Monday show, haven't you?
Exactly. I have to remember where I am, but correct me if I'm wrong, but are we having the BBO tournament this morning?
It's very exciting. It's once every 2 months. Yeah.
So do you encourage participation with the students?
Yeah, so very much so. You know, this is very much interactive. It's very good. Well, it's random hands, you know, so anything can happen. And it's my thoughts, how I would play, you know, how I would approach a hand playing duplicate. So it's very interesting. And the robots keep us on our toes. You never quite know what they're up to. But their bidding and play is pretty good. Their defense is quite poor, but, you know, that's quite helpful. But no, very instructive for the students. That's why we do it. And, of course, we do one a month with the intermediates as well, which will be that'll be in the first Monday in September. So they're welcome to join us for that. So yes, shall we get going?
Okay. Absolutely. I'll see you later. Bye.
Thanks, Franny. Let's get underway, everyone. So we've shared the screen. I think most of you know how to play the 8-board free day-long tournament, but here's how you do it. You just go to Tournaments, Competitive. You click on Free Tournaments. And it's normally there at the top, isn't it? Free ACL, individual, day-long, interregional. Although I don't think BBO is free forever now. I just got an email yesterday saying they were going to start to charge at the end of the month. But that's another story. But for the moment, let's get going. And here we are. Warm welcome to those watching in replay as well. Well, a relatively easy hand to begin. Well, easy opening bid. What do we open with that? 18 points. Just get rid of the history for the moment. And we're here. Yes, I think you're all going to open one heart. I don't really need to ask you that one, actually. You all know the major comes before the minor. Oh, the bidding's gone on very quickly. Well, this is interesting. Yes, the only exception, of course, is 4 hearts and 4 spades. You open a heart. What next? We had our rebid plan, didn't we? Has that changed? What have we got? 18 points. What's our rebid here, do you think? Morning, Julie and Tony, one of our new double acts. Their first time in the BBO live tournament. Playing against advanced robots. Yes, our rebid hasn't actually changed here. We don't do a trial bid, Lisa and Den. No, to do a trial bid, we need to have a 5-card heart suit because partner might only have 3. This hand could belong in no trumps. So 2 no trump here is a game try forcing. No, it's, well, we play it in ACL as 17-18 balanced. Yes, that's what we're going to do. We're going to bid 2 no trumps. And they're jumping to 4 hearts. So clearly they've got a decent hand with 4 hearts or more. Good. But it's important now. Let's just focus on that for a second. The 2 no trump rebid there after 1 heart, 2 hearts, or 1 spade, 2 spades is 17-18 points. Strong balanced hand with just 4 cards in hearts. If we had 5 cards in hearts, we'd bid 3 hearts. The thing is, you see, the fit isn't guaranteed. North has only got 6 to 9 points, but they might only have 3 cards in hearts. Good. Let's see what the dummy is. The dummy is good, actually. Yeah, that's what we expected. We expected 8 or 9 points there. If I'd have bid, Jill's got a good question. If I had only had 15, 16 points, Jill, I would have passed. Yeah. Let partner compete to 3 hearts, maybe. 15, 16 balance, you pass after 1 heart, 2 hearts. Right, well, counting losers. How many losers have we got? Something I like to do in high-level contracts. I'd say the 4 level and above. In trump contracts, no trumps, different strategy, of course. How many losers have we got probably here or potentially, do you think? Just remember the bidding. We can bring it up very quickly by clicking on 4 hearts south. East overcall 2 spades, having passed first time. Looks like a pretty ropey overcall to me, given that their partner's got the queen. So I would say 4 losers, potentially, yes. Definitely 2 in diamonds and 1 in spades, and possibly 1 in hearts. But that spade lead has been very helpful indeed, hasn't it? Very helpful. I wonder what we should do next. I think, what do you think, everyone? Should we draw trump? We've got 2 options, really. We've got some diamond losers we can definitely get rid of on the clubs or the spades. But should we draw trumps first? The void and dummy can wait, Ross. Yeah, because we've got such good clubs. And actually playing the clubs can wait because we can always get rid of those diamonds. It's a question of whether we play the 10 of spades now to flush out the king, or whether we take the heart, or whether we draw trumps. There's no rush to play clubs just yet because that diamond can go at any time. What do you think, everyone? A few sitting on me. The danger of playing spades is that West will win the king of spades and play another spade back for East, for West to ruff. So East will win the king of spades. Yeah, I think it's, I honestly think we should be drawing trumps. Has to be a really good reason not to. The diamond, the clubs can always wait till after drawing trumps. West will be leading from a doubleton, Lisa and Den, Queen X, or singleton Queen maybe. Yeah, because remember their partner bid spades. You just click on 4 hearts south. So let's draw the trumps. 2 of hearts to the king. And here's the thing. Do we play the jack of hearts or the ace of hearts? Yes, nice coffee. Come from my little machine with my pods. It cost me 40 pence a time. I don't actually drink much coffee, to be honest with you. I'm decaffeinated, if you really want to know. But cheaper than spending nearly £4 in other commercial coffee shops. I won't give them a free plug. Yes, we must put in the jack here. Remember the rhyme, 8 ever, 9 never. Okay, when you're missing the queen. So 8 cards, we should finesse. Okay, bad luck. And that's very helpful, switching to another spade. If they switch to a diamond now, things would be more awkward. They're probably going to switch to a diamond now, though. If they've got any sense. Well, should we duck it or should we win with the ace? Well, actually, the jack and 9 of spades are both winners, aren't they? In the dummy. They had to switch to a diamond earlier, which would be, you know, reasonably tricky defense, especially for the robots who, their bidding and play is pretty good, the robots now, but their defense is still quite weak. So we win with the ace. And now we can get to dummy with the ace of, oh, hello. I've got 1 more trump left. Let's not forget about that. But that was almost an error, wasn't it? I think we've got away with it. let's see, was it the 10 of hearts wins? Yes, the 9 of hearts is a winner. That was a bit lucky, wasn't it? Just concentrating on too many things, I think. Now we can play the Jack of Spades. And away goes the diamonds. It was few, Maggie, yes, few. Let's just concentrate. 9 of Spades is a winner. And the other diamond goes away, look. We can now play a club to the king. Just trying to concentrate. Queen of clubs. We're just going to cross ruff the last two. We're going to make 11 tricks, actually. Let's just concentrate for a moment for a little cross ruff. Well, 450. That'll be a good score. Let's just bring up the history. Great results, yes. We're in the right contract, and we made the maximum amount of tricks 11. They should have done, but yeah, 87% was going to be a good score because they didn't defend it that well. Definitely, when I was in, fine to lead the Queen of Spades, partner suit, top of Doubleton, but when they were in with the Queen of Hearts, seeing those 3 losing diamonds in dummy, any reasonable player as West would have switched to the Jack of Diamonds. And then I make 1 less trick. Yeah, because they have to, they then get a diamond winner. I can get rid of one of the diamonds on the Queen of Clubs, but I can't get rid of both of them. But I think it's fairly obvious there, when you're in with the Queen of Hearts, to switch to dummy's weakest suit, the Jack of Diamonds. No point continuing spades. Good. Okay, well, we can move on. Instructive hand, as most of them are. 15 points, so that looks like 1 heart. 4 hearts. Yeah. Do we go on or not? Some of you, see that 4 heart hand, generally as a weak bid. Yeah, a definite pass. I wouldn't even think about going to slam. Even have 17, 18 points, I wouldn't be thinking too much about slam with a balance hand. The thing is, you see, and some of you will play this convention, the more experienced players will play 2 no trumps Jacoby, won't they? How many of you played? Just a quick poll. How many of you played 2 no trumps Jacoby here for the improvers? Just, you don't need to say no. Just say yes if you do. It's generally taught. I teach the 2 no trump Jacoby mainly on Monday with the intermediates. I won't go into the Jacoby now, but that's any good hand with 12 points or more and 4 cards. So really, North's hand is 7 losing tricks. Yeah, but otherwise, Lisa and Den, just focus on this for a second. The 4 hearts will be 2 types of hand. If you're not playing Jacoby, which quite a few of you won't be because it's more advanced convention, 2 no trumps. 4 hearts here is 2 types of hand, Lisa and Den. It's either 13 plus points, yeah, or if they're unbalanced, it would be 7 losing tricks. They might only have, 7 or 8 points. Just by the way, I don't normally like to talk about this out of class, but a few of you thinking that BBO is a scam. I don't think it is. I think it's genuine. I honestly do. Yeah, don't take my word on it, but I've already spoken to Jack's mum about it. Bashir will hopefully confirm. And it looked very genuine to me, that email from BBO saying they're charging. Yeah, it's almost certainly genuine. But you are right to be thinking about scams because there's a lot of scams over there. Okay. Yeah. There you go, Lisa and Den. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's only 8 losers, actually. Should have been 3 hearts on the losing trick count. I'd have still been 4 hearts there. Yeah. Well, Judy's running white saying 3 to 9 response. I mean, literally 3 is a bit obscure, Judy. Yes, they'd have to have a void and, super crazy hand, but it should be 7 losing tricks, which might be as low as 5 or 6 points, to be honest with you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Followers of the losing trick count. We see that's only got 8 losers, but they have got 5 hearts. But queens, I'd be bidding 3 hearts with that, not 4 hearts at duplicate pairs. Yeah, we're probably going to go 1 down here. Might be 2. Let's see. Okay, should we play the 8 or the jack here, do you think? Well, I think we should throw the, I think we should throw the jack to make it look as though we've got a singleton. It's no use to us. They're not falling for that scam. Yeah, this is interesting. Yeah, the robots aren't conned that easily, Helen. They are a bit slow, but not that slow, especially when they have the ace and the king. Now, should we rise with the king here, or should we play low? A decision for us? There's no particular point putting the queen on first time, Ellie. Second player play low. Makes no difference. Interesting. So are you playing low, or are you going up with the king? Well, I have to tell you, actually, I think almost everyone, if not everyone's going low. Actually, it's right to go. Let's just ask those in replay whether you would be playing the king of clubs, or are you playing low like most of the chat box? Actually, we have to play the king. Yeah. So our only chance of making it. There we go. 1 down, as I thought. Yeah. Our only chance was that East had maybe been underleading their ace, which is, possible. Now we draw trumps. This is 8 ever, 9 never, by the way. Well, that's 1 bonus. Yeah, when you've got 9 trumps between you, you play for the drop, which is what we've just done. And I think we're going to claim unless clubs are 4-1. Yeah, we can claim the rest. We're 1 down. I will explain about the king of clubs in just a second. As predicted by me, we're probably going to be 1 down. It's not going to be a great result. But just before we move on, let's just analyse this one. They'd have done quite well in spades, actually. They'd have made 3 spades. It's 47. Yeah, it could be worse. But it was important there. We had to play the king of... We didn't have to play the king clubs, but it was wise. Because if we'd have played a low club, the jack of clubs would have won with West and we're still 1 down. Our only hope to make 4 hearts, everyone, on board 2, is if East had the ace of clubs. That's why we rose with the king. And it is possible that East might have had the ace of clubs. A good player would have switched from a low club from the ace, giving us a guess. Lisa and Den, what does percentage mean? It just means out of all the people playing, the thousands of people playing this hand, Lisa and Den online, we got a 47% score. So we're just below average. 87% means we got a really good top. Yeah, they've calculated the results based on everyone else playing. But interesting hand, definitely. We'd have still been in 4 hearts. North would have been 3 hearts on 8 losers, and I would have been 4 hearts with 15 points. So we'd still be 1 down. If the ace of clubs is with East, we make 4 hearts. It's as simple as that. Let's move on to ball 3. We do, for newcomers, we do go through these reasonably quickly. We need to get through our 8 balls, but that's where the replay kicks in. You can always, so 2 hearts here. This is interesting. Very interesting. What do we do next? What type of bid is 3? Yeah, what type of bid is 3 diamonds, by the way? Is it forcing, non-forcing? You can use the word F or NF if you like, non-forcing. What type of bid is 3 diamonds? Yeah, it's non-forcing. Good. Everyone's with me on that. So it's a 6-card suit for sure. Just see what BBO thinks it is. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. 6 cards and around 10 or 11 points. So got a decision here. Do we take a chance at 3 no trumps? That could even be 9 points, to be honest with you. I think if you're watching in replay, let's just get rid of that. Yeah, the region of 9 to 11 points. But one thing's important. We don't need cover in spades. Because we bid spades, they're not going to lead them. We do need to have something in clubs, though, which we've got. So if partner's got 10, 11 points, we definitely want to be in 3 no trumps. I'm not worried about the spades. One or two of you worried about the spades? They're not going to lead spades. No, they're almost certainly going to lead a club here, the unbid suit. So, yeah, we have to bid 3 no trumps. We have no choice with the point count. Yeah, and true to form. Right, with a rather nice dummy. Jill, you mustn't worry about things like that and others, that they're going to come in with spades. We're bidding this 3 no trumps purely on point count. And we know we've got 25, 26 points. Certain tricks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I wonder where those extras are coming from. The gold dust. Did you note the 2 of clubs lead, by the way? What did that say about the clubs from East-West? Did you note that 2 of clubs? I did. Lovely diamonds, Caroline, yes. Good. Good to make a note of that. They've led the 2 of clubs, so they've only got 4 cards. Correct. So we don't need to worry about being 5-3. Now, sometimes it's right to duck with the ace and the king. I'd say half the time. But would you duck here or would you take the ace? In no trumps. Yeah, I mean, sometimes with ace king, it is right to duck. I'd say about half the time. Others, it's better to win with the ace. But yeah, I definitely I'm going to play the ace here. I don't want them to switch to spades. Yeah, our weakness. That's the danger of ducking with ace and the king. They switch to a different suit and you're suddenly worse off. Good. So now we play a diamond, which obviously we need to play a diamond. Which one, king or 10? But I think newcomers to this format will see immediately how useful these lessons are. Just once every 2 months, but then we do it once every 2 months with the intermediates as well. So effectively you get a BBO tournament once a month if you come on Monday and Wednesday. Higher card from the shorter holding. Ooh. Should they have won that, just before we go on, should they have taken the ace of diamonds or should they have ducked it? Yes, higher card from the shortest, Jill, top of a doubleton if you like. Should they have won the ace of diamonds as East or was that a robot error? I agree, Ellie. If it was a singleton ace, then they were fine. Now, this is slightly awkward. They've taken out the entry to dummy. Well, one of them. Only got 1 entry left. Slightly awkward, isn't it? We've got a decision here. Do we play the 4 of diamonds to the 10? Or do we play the queen of diamonds? What do you think? All depends. Well, diamonds could easily be 4-1 here, in which case if we play the queen of diamonds, we've cost ourselves a trick. Yeah. So to be sure, if diamonds are 3-2, it doesn't matter what we do. That's a 68% chance. But if diamonds are 4-1, playing the queen will scupper the 10, won't it? And they'll make a diamond trick later. Especially the East took the ace of diamonds first time round. I think any reasonable player would have ducked that. Certainly at the table, a human would have done. So I think given all that, we should play the 4 to the 10. There you go. So they should have ducked their diamond. But now we can get back to dummy with a spade and cash our lovely looking diamonds. Keeping an eye on the discards, by the way, because we might make an over trick here in hearts. Got a little decision to make whether we finesse the heart later on, but spades go away. But that was a good move, everyone. Those who played a diamond to the 10, that was a good move in case diamonds were 4 and 1, which they could easily have been. East is throwing all their hearts. Look, that's interesting. So West has almost certainly got the queen. That's the inference I'm picking up here. Heart, of course. Do we take the finesse here? Not in a million years, no, no. West almost certainly has the queen of hearts guarded. So we just played the ace and the king. I might have thought about it otherwise, but no. All the clues are there. So we get off lead with a heart. We lose the last 2 tricks. But that's going to be a decent score. I can't see how we'd have made more tricks there. Notably from the defense, well done with the bidding, by the way. That 3 diamonds. Well done. You picked up on that. Non-forcing around 9 to 11 points, I'd say. 6 cards. If we were weak, if we only had 12 or 13 points, we'd have passed as South. But clearly with 15, we have to move on to game. And again, 62%, that's a reasonably good score. Yeah, always happy with 62%. Couldn't have made any more. But notice that E should definitely have ducked the diamond. Yeah. Good. That would have been good. It wouldn't have made too much difference here, but it meant just general principle of ducking with a long suit in. Dummy. Lisa and Den wants to know what the others did. No, we can't see what the others do on this format, Lisa and Den, no. I think you can see at the very end, maybe, if you look at it later, but no, not now. Right, 1 spade. Well, this is interesting. What do you think here? Partners passed. Yes, for those who played the Michaels Eater, you would bid 2 spades. I don't think many of us, some of you play the Michaels Cubid. It's a more advanced convention. I don't know though, the suits are pretty ragged. I'm in 2 minds. I do play the Michaels convention. I don't actually teach it online. It's quite complicated. But if you're playing the Michaels convention, look what it is. 2 spades here. It's 5-5 in hearts and a minor. Yeah. Okay. But most of you won't play that. I don't teach it to the intermediate side. It's quite a complex. So question of whether we bid 2 hearts or whether we go with the Michaels. The robots play it, yes. But I think as most of us aren't playing Michaels here, we're just going to bid 2 hearts. Yeah. Which is what we would do if we weren't playing Michaels. I think even if I was playing Michaels, I'd bid 2 hearts here because if you bid 2 spades, we're vulnerable. Partners passed, we're forced up to the 3 level. It could be rubbish. We don't satisfy Scott, Lisa and Deb, but the distribution makes up for the fact we don't have 3 honours. You know, we're 5-5-2-1. It's a great shape. So even though we don't have a great heart suit, still worthy of an overcall with our great 5-5 shape. Yeah. Even with a modest suit. But I'm only overcalling 2 hearts there because we've got 5-5 shape. Okay. Well, one of these rare things where we defend. Oh my goodness, we've got to find a lead. What lead might we make there? What a horrible hand to lead from. That's one of the worst hands to lead from I've seen for a long time. Don't like to lead out an ace without the king. I don't like a singleton king, you know. I mean, everything is bad here. I'd be between a trump and the king of diamonds here, actually. I'm not going to lead out a random ace. But singleton kings are definitely not good leads at all. They nearly always give a trick away, especially if the opponents are strong. And, you know, otherwise you might make your singleton king if they're finessing. So I'm actually going to go with a trump. This may be wrong. I think it's a very close choice between singleton, king, and three of spades. It's a horrible hand to lead from. But I'm going to do what I think is the least bad thing. And actually, luckily for us, the lead has worked out fine. It's given nothing away. Here, we just don't want to give a trick away. And the spade lead, the trump lead, our queen was always going to never make. Good. So I'm quite pleased that trump lead worked out fine for us. Yeah. And we might make the king of diamonds here. Yeah, singleton king, not a good lead. It's something to avoid like the plague, really. Although this was a horrible hand to keep on. Right, king of hearts, we win with the ace. What next, do you think? Quite important, quite interesting to defend a hand every now and again. Most often in these tournaments, we play the hands, which is more interesting. But defense, yeah, the odd defensive hand's very good for you. Thing is, you can play the ace of clubs, but then what do we do next? You know, I think another heart is the safest thing to do here, to be honest with you, Isa. Yeah. Yeah. The ace of clubs isn't going to run away. We could always do that later. So I think we're just going to play a heart. A nice safe heart here. There we go. Gave nothing away, did it? A lot of good defense is about... Yeah, defense is one of two categories. That's why it's so difficult. Whether to be attacking and aggressive, take your winners, or whether to be passive and safe, give nothing away. And I would definitely say to you, most of the time, defense being passive, not giving anything away, is the winning defense. But most beginners and improvers want to take aces. They want to be attacking. Most experienced players in the other side of the camp, they want to be passive, not giving declarer a trick if they can help it. That's why defense is so hard. Well, how are we doing? Oh, should we take our ace? We've already got two tricks. A little bit of two minds now what to do. No, they can't get rid of the queen of clubs, Helen. It's impossible for the queen of clubs to run away. Impossible. Should we take it now? It's not going to make too much difference, I don't think. That's what we do. Let's play the ace of clubs now. I don't think it's going to make any difference. Ooh, bit weird thinking. Now we play the jack of hearts. We don't mind them roughing in their own hand. It's well played by the robots. Yeah. I mean, they're always going to make free spades look. Let's have a look at the history. Yeah. So that would be a below average for us, I'm afraid, that probably, because they got to their best contract and they made 9 tricks. You know, nothing we can do. King of diamonds lead, actually, for those who found the king of diamonds, wouldn't have harmed on this hand. No, only because partner had the ace. Yeah, poor score, what I expected. Because the opponents bid efficiently to 3 spades and they made it. We can't defeat it. Actually, the king of diamonds would have worked okay. You can sleep better at night, but only because partner's got the ace here. If declarer had the ace queen of diamonds, the king of diamonds would have given a trick away because declarer would have finessed it. Good. We're halfway there. And we're doing okay. 1 no trump, 12 to 14. What do we do with this? Ooh, how many points have we got? 6, 10, 18 points. This could be interesting. Yeah, we're doing okay so far, though. We've done nothing wrong between us. And we've had quite a lot of instruction. Some interesting hands, bidding, play, defense issues. Automatic to double with 16 plus. So this is interesting. Two diamonds, they're playing as a transfer. I don't teach that way. So let's just concentrate on the two diamond bit for a moment. No, the robots are playing that slightly differently. What we would play it as collectively, and I teach, is two diamonds here. It's just a 5-card suit. All right? Natural. Remember, no convention. The rhyme, no convention after intervention. So after the double, 2 clubs is natural 5 cards, no stamen. 2 diamonds is natural with diamonds, no transfers. I do teach a wriggle, a Helvic wriggle it's called, but that's another story. That's for the Mondays. I think it is in the replay library, the wriggle somewhere. I'm not going to discuss that now. It's a bit complicated. We teach that on Monday mornings. But there is a wriggle if you agree to play it with your partner. So let's have a look at this. What's partner's double? Should we look at that? For penalty. And now they bid 2 hearts, which is just completing the transfer. They're playing that 2 diamonds as a transfer. Interesting. What do we do now, do you think? I think I've got 2 options here. 2 hearts is alerted just because it's completing the transfer, Andrew. And that's actually showing 3 hearts here because they didn't need to bid 2 hearts, did they? They could have passed. So it will show 3 hearts. Quite subtle. If they only had 2 cards in hearts with their partner's 5, they'd have passed. So this shows a fit. So we've got 2 options here. What do you think, everyone? I'm between the 2. We can bid 2 no trump, and we are vulnerable. So we may not get 2 hearts down very much. And they've got a 5-3 fit. I'm definitely leaning. What about those watching in replay? Would you? Well, you could pass. Double for penalty. Double would be for penalty here, look. Oh, they're playing it as takeout, non-forcing. Oh, okay. They're playing their double here as takeout. Well, I quite like a takeout double here. Might bring the spades into play. Yeah. So if double is for takeout here, which it is in their methods, we could do that for takeout. Short in hearts. Partner, please bid. That looks like the bid to me. North's shown a few points, Sam Mac. Yes, they're double of 2 diamonds. So we can double here. And that's perfect news for us, isn't it? It was a good idea, Caroline, yeah. What next for us, if anything? Complicated bidding. Reasonably complicated, but very instructive. The most instructive thing being here that no convention after intervention. We play 2 diamonds as natural. 5-card suit. Oh, hi, Simon J. And it's clear to bid game now. Yeah, of course. Well done, us getting to game. Yeah. Very good game as well. Just bear in mind the bidding, everyone, when you play a hand. It's easier playing BBM. Remember, East Open 1 no trumps. They've got all the points. It's harder when you're playing face-to-face. You need to remember halfway through the hand or towards the end of the hand that someone maybe bid. That's more difficult. Partners jump Maggi. Maggi's got a good point from the bidding. Let's just have a look at Maggi. Yeah, 3 spades there, Maggi. Opposite the double is showing 8 or more points. Yeah, good hand. Yeah, because they might have had nothing. Remember, North is being forced to bid. But their double told us they had some points anyway. Okay. Normally 9+ points opposite a W jump Maggi, but they've got such good spades. They're definitely worth a 3-spade invitation to game there. I think actually I'd have bid 4 spades with that North hand. Name partner's got 16+ and spade support. Yeah. 24 points minimum. I'd have bid straight to 4 spades on the North hand. Now we have to try and make this one. Any pitfalls? Not really. I think it's going to play quite easily this hand, given we know East's got all the points. Potentially 4 losers, Helen. A diamond, a club, and 2 hearts. But we know that East has got all the points. We haven't got many entries to the North Hand though, have we? What should we do now? It looks as though trumps might be 3-1, with East having 3. What do you think we should do? Continue trumps or something else? We do not have many entries to the North Hand, and that's something I'm worried about, because what I don't want to happen on this hand is get stuck on dummy as South, having to play from those aces. So I think actually we should use our entries now, everyone, as some of you have suggested, to finessing clubs or diamonds. Let's start with clubs. Yeah. Otherwise, you see, we might not have many entries. Good. Now we can play the ace of spades. And we can play out our club winners, look. Ooh, clubs are 3-3. That's a bonus. So this 13th club is a winner. And what do we throw? A heart or a diamond? Clearly a heart, yeah. Ooh, well, things are going along very nicely. Really matter what we do now, to be honest with you. Let's go and take the diamond finesse, shall we? Yeah. They generally cover an honor with an honor, don't they? So everything's going swimmingly. All the finesses are working as we'd be expecting. I think he's going to play his ace here. And we'll make the rest of the tricks, won't we? Yeah, hand played itself really quite easily. And that's 680. I think we did well to get to game, actually, to be honest with you. You know, after the 1-no trump opening and the yeah, I thought it was very instructive, Helen, that hand. Let's just focus on the bidding for a second. After East 1-no trump, after the South's double, West, in our methods, would have been 2 hearts. Yeah, 5-card suit. Yeah, we got a great score on that last hand. 5-card suit and 0 plus points in hearts. They were playing transfers. I think I called exit transfers, maybe. But useful our takeout double. Our second double was for takeout. I agree that with my partners, by the way. You should do the same with a serious bridge partnership. After the first double for penalties of 1-no trump, future doubles by the opposition should be for takeout. So first double would be penalty, future double, second, third player for takeout. That's the agreement I have with my partners. Interesting auction there, yes. The play was relatively straightforward. Note the lead was interesting. Would you have all led a trump as the East hand? Be honest. So East was leading against 4 spades. Remember their partner had bid hearts. Would you all have led a trump as East? Be honest. Or would you have led the ace of hearts? Would be the alternative. And I admire your honesty. So basically, the best lead there was, are we ready? I'll just give you a moment. The 4 of spades. I'd have definitely led the trump as well. Because there's no guarantee, even though partners bid hearts, they were doing it under duress. You know, they might literally have 5 to the jack, or they're more likely to. There's no guarantee at all that West has the king of hearts there. So there are times when it's right not to lead partner's suit, especially the ace. I'd say about 30% of the time. Yeah. It'd be a nightmare to have led the ace of hearts and found out the North had the king of hearts. You're just giving away a trick. So the trump lead there, nice and safe. Yeah, the ace of hearts isn't going to run away. So I think a very useful little bit on the opening lead there. Let's press on because time is ticking. The clock is ticking even. 7, 8, 10. Another 18 count. That's 1 spade. 1-no trump, 6 to 9 dustbin. What next for us with 18? If anything. Yes, and just to say it again, that of course we do go, we have to play reasonably quickly, but the replay will be invaluable for those who want to go through it at your own pace, picking up all the useful tips at a later date. And there'll be a couple of set hands as well for you to play through, hiding the opponent's cards, which I'll line up for you as well. All available in the replay library. 2 no trump, yes, invites game. 17-18 this, by the way. With 15-16 we'd pass. Oh, well, thank you for the partner. Thank you for the dummy. But I would have bid with 5 points, I must say. I most often bid with 5 points, responder. Playing week 2s, your partner might have 21 or 22 points. So I generally bid with nearly all 5-point hands. These days, it's the modern style, playing week 2s as partner. Because partner the one spade bid, they might have 21 or 22 points. So yeah, that's a useful little tip for you. Responding with 5 points, nearly always. Yeah, as long as the opposition haven't bid. If the opposition bid, you're let off the hook. Not many certain tricks, Andrew. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's not too bad. We're wide open in spades and hearts. So clearly we're going to try and make something of the diamonds. Hopefully diamonds will save us, Caroline, but only if they divide 3-3. We're ducking the lead, obviously. I don't know why they're not continuing hearts. This looks like poor defense. Oh, they're back on with hearts now. Okay, they were telling their partner of the king of spades. I didn't mind that. Would you win this or duck it? Next week, by the way, we are 2nd and 3rd hand players. We're going to do some very useful defensive lesson next week. Next Wednesday. Monday, come and join us for a fun lesson on slam bidding using FAST. The acronym FAST. FAST. So definitely pretty much anyone from today's class would come along Monday mornings at 9:30 for some slam bidding, which is great fun. It's not too complicated. Why can't we duck again? If you're going to duck once, normally best to duck twice. Which card do we play next, everyone? It's best to duck twice. It gives nothing away. And it severs the communication of the opponent's suit if hearts are 5 and 3. Which card next, everyone? Ace of diamonds, yeah, higher card, short holding. Let's see if they divide 3-3. That would be nice for us. So this is the moment of truth. I think we can better throw a club here. A difficult club or a spade. I think we ought to keep something in spade. Played the 10, didn't they? Yeah, let's hang on to a spade. Or should we just keep the clubs, everyone? I don't know. Should we chuck all the spade? It looks like diamonds are going to be 3-3, doesn't it? They didn't lead diamonds. Looks like diamonds. What do you think? Club or a spade? I'm in two minds a little bit. Clubs might be useful. Those spades, I don't think are going to be useful, are they? I think we can chuck spades, everyone, yeah. Yeah. As I thought, diamonds are going to be 3-3. East might well have led a diamond if they started with 4 anyway. Useful little thing to think. They actually led a heart, so probably they've haven't got 4 diamonds. So these diamonds are winners. Spade can go again. Chucking clubs, do note that when you're playing as declarer. Never play too quickly as declarer. East is chucking clubs. That's significant. Another club goes, look. West is hanging on to their clubs. So the club finesse probably isn't going to work. Yeah, there we go. Last 2 will be the oppositions. But we're very happy to make our 8 tricks. Yeah, 120. I'm very happy with that. Some will have overbid to 3 maybe and gone 1 down. We're doing nicely, by the way. 63%. It's about where we want to be. Anywhere in the 60s, I'm happy with. Just wait for the score. Yeah, there we go, 50-50. We played it as well as we could. Just in the defense, definitely as West, I wouldn't have played the ace of spades. That was random. So win the Queen of Hearts and play back the King of Hearts straight away. Definitely, West should not have played the ace of spades. It's a kind of random thing to do. And that's right. Caroline just said she needs to watch more what the opponents are throwing away. More experienced players do, Caroline. Yes, I play with a couple of improvers, and they're not so good at watching the opponent's discards because they're so busy concentrating on the hand. So it's for more experienced players. When you're more comfortable with the play of the hand, it's easier to look at what the opponents are discarding. There's something to work on over the coming weeks and months in your bridge game. But no, I totally sympathise with less experienced players, improvers. They're so busy concentrating on their own hand and dummy, they can't, quite rightly, it's difficult for them to see what's going on elsewhere. Right, so we've got 2 boards left. Let's see what we're up to. It's a 1 club opening. It's a 1 spade response, fairly straightforward. Show our 5 and 4. 2 hearts by North. That's an interesting bid. What does that show? It definitely shows 6 hearts, Ellie, but what about point count? More importantly, really, they should have 6 cards for that. When responder repeats their suit, they should always have 6. What's their point count there? That's more important and more difficult. If you're watching in replay, what do you think the point count is here? 6 cards, but improvers do get this one wrong. Hence, I'm asking the question. And it's, really important. It comes up quite a lot. So, yes. Well, I'll give you the answer. The answer is 6 to 9. Because if they had 10 to 12 points, as Ita's pointed out, they'd jump to 3 hearts here. Okay, so really important this. Improvers often get this wrong. It's a weak hand, 6 to 9 points. So, I wonder if they agree with this. Yeah, they're saying 5 to 10, so yeah, similar, but 6 to 9. Do we bid on? It's interesting. 5 losers, but losing trick hand doesn't really work because we don't have 4 card support. 14 points. Do we pass, or do we bid 3 hearts, or do we bid 4 hearts? We've got a great responding hand, by the way. We've got a singleton diamond. And we've got 3 good, not quite nice trumps. I'm leaning towards, it's tricky for me, to be honest with you, this. A lot of bids in bridge aren't clear cut. And the experts won't know. That's why they have bidding competitions the whole time. It's even the experts that won't all agree. That's fine, Helen. Is there any bid they had? No, perfectly normal bid, that 2 heart. Quite common. Without support for my suits, that's what they have to do. Losing trick hand doesn't really work, Leeson Dents. We don't have 4 card support. I think that's important. Losing trick count would tell us to go to 4 hearts. Do you think some of you are, let's have a look. Let's see what some of you are passing, some of you are bidding to 4 hearts. What about 3 hearts, invitation? Patricia wants me to be brave, but Patricia, you don't bid to borderline games at pairs. If we go to 4 hearts and go 1 down, and the others are in 2 hearts or 3 hearts, we'll be scoring very badly. We do have a lovely shape, but we could be missing the ace of spades and the ace of diamonds. No, Lisa, you need 2 things for losing trick count. You need to have an unbalanced hand, but you do need to have 4 card support. No, 3 hearts wouldn't show 16 really, Ita. Well, the equivalent on, it would be about 16, Ita, but we've got a great shape here. I like 3 hearts. Let's go middle ground. Okay, and they've raised again. So happy days. Yeah, 3 hearts gives them the choice, Erica. I think we've done the right thing. And we're in game, which is where we want to be, look. And we're delighted to be in game because partner's got good cards for us. Really good cards. So yeah, perfect bidding by us collectively. The ace king of diamonds is absolutely brilliant for us, isn't it? What do we do next at trick 2? Yes, counting losers, by the way. 1, 2, 3. Caroline, you'll do well to do that. We should have done that before playing at trick 1, but typically 3 losers. 2 hearts and a spade. What do we do next, though? We're in North's hand, yeah. What do you think? We've got choices. What should we do next? Well, looking at it from the North hand's point of view, and if you're watching in replay, would you draw trumps here or would you do something else? Well, I have to tell you, the hands are reverse round. Normally we'd be playing as South Declarer, wouldn't we? But we're playing as North Declarer, that's fine. There's no rush to get rid of the ace of spades. And there's no rush to play the king of diamonds. Why can't we simply play the 6 of diamonds here? Roughing low with the 7 of hearts. Yeah? Now what do we do? And the reason we did that, because if you draw trumps, trumps might be 3-1, in which case they would draw out all our trumps and they'd all disappear from our own hand of South. It's not a reverse dummy hand as such, this one, Ita. No, not particularly. I wouldn't. Now we can, what do we do? We're on the dummy, South. Very interesting, actually. But a few of you playing ace of clubs. No need to do that. Remember, we don't create a void in our own hand, which is effectively here the long trump hand, which is North. Yeah? So definitely there's no need to create a void in clubs. There's no need to cross rough. We just draw trumps. Yeah, as quickly as humanely possible. King of spades. And we're on the home track now. 1 trump left. And can we claim Queen of spades is a winner, ace king of clubs are winners, trumps are winners? Can we claim? The answer is yes. There we go. But interesting point, and it was a good job we did that because otherwise we'd have gone 1 down. Yes, I would have led a diamond, I think there. Yes, the unbid suit. 4 of diamonds was the normal lead. But well done. That's 82%, a good score for us. But important there, not all of you did that. I think very important, the play of the hand. This was the main time we don't draw trumps on board 7, creating the void on dummy. Yeah. Otherwise, they'd have drawn trumps. We would have been 1 down. We'd have lost a diamond, the ace of spades, and the ace king of hearts. Especially with trumps being 3-1, the opponents can draw dummies trumps. Well, yeah, dummies trumps as South. Right. Let's move on to the final hand. But again, a very instructive board, that one, in the play of the cards. Would you bid anything with this? 18 points. Opponents have bid clubs and spades. Yes. Well, we'll just wait for 1 or 2 of you more to come in with your answers. Balanced hand, 18 points. Yeah, I think we have to bid something here. Probably partner hasn't got many points, but we have to bid 1 no trump. 15. I play as 15 to 18. And what is that 2 diamond bid, everyone? Well, nearly everyone agrees to play transfers and Stayman after a 1-no trump or a 2-no trump overcall. So yes, it is a transfer to hearts. So we complete the transfer. Well done. And that's it. Funny, we've got a spade fit on. Yeah, so hopefully we can make 2 hearts here. They've led the ace of clubs. Let's just get on with it, shall we? And noting the bidding, I always do that. West has probably got more points. They opened 1 club. They did well to switch there, by the way, because if you look at the last trick, there's hang on. East discarded, discarded signal with the 3 of clubs. So they did well not to play the king of clubs. Otherwise, they set up the queen for us in dummy. Sorry, the queen for us in our own hand. So good switch by West there. Clever robot. But they switched to a spade, which is worrying. That was the ace of spades, wasn't it? Yeah. What do you think? Ace, queen, or 5 here? Just check on the last trick. Yeah, they won the ace of spades. I think they should have been returning a spade, by the way, robots. I'm going to be rationing their robot oil tonight when it's time for them to have their dinner. They should have continued spades. I see no particular reason why they haven't. What do you think? Ace, queen, or 5? I don't think we play the 5. Should we take the diamond finesse? I don't think it's going to work, the diamond finesse. Because West opened the bidding. They've got the ace, king of clubs. They haven't got the ace of spades. Yeah. I think we play the ace here. Now what do we do? As declarer. Yes, we know West has got the point, Caesar. That's the point here. Normally, I would finesse with the queen. Well, I think it's time to draw trumps ASAP. Oh, they did have the king. Oh, dear. That's bad news. Let's just check on this. Yeah, they should have had their spade ruff earlier. Draw the trump. There's still a trump left out there, so let's play these. Ooh, who's got it, I wonder? Slightly awkward. Who do you think's got it? Do we play the queen of clubs and ruff on dummy, or do we play a spade to the jack? Did they ruff with the 9 of hearts back then? Should we play the queen of clubs? I think so. Yeah, draw the last trump. And now we're home and dry. I say home and dry. 1 down, I'm afraid. We should have finessed the diamond. Would it have made much difference? Ooh, now let's have a look. Where's that gone? Hang on. Oh, there's our history look. Yes, so we probably should have played the queen of diamonds there, to be honest. Oh, we got 50% there. That's okay. So 62.5. If I had my life again, yeah, I think we should have probably played the queen of diamonds there. And we probably end up making it. The opposition should defeat us. They should definitely play back another spade. So ace of clubs lead was fine, but then switch to the singleton 4 of spades. Yeah, and then they're going to get us 1 down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. Well, that's it. we are finished. 10:33 UK time.
That was good.
Oh, it went very quickly, didn't it? It kind of whizzed past.
Some of them are a bit tricky, aren't they?
They're going to be, because any type of hand can come up. But I think on the whole,
good score.
We bid solidly. We found some nice bids there.
Yes.
And it was fun, Andrew. I think fun is the key word. It's why we play this game, why we do these lessons. The word fun. It's actually fun because, we get good results. It's interesting what the robots do. They do a few funny things. But it was a very interesting set of hands, Angela. You're right. Lots of nice comments coming down my right-hand side of my screen. Helen's mind is whirling. So is mine a bit, Helen. I've got bridge hands kind of, buzzing around there.
All the pressure's on you.
Well, the pressure is on me. And it's quite intensive, playing 8 boards in 1 hour.
Absolutely.
But very instructive
that was look what Helen said. That's very nice.
Yes, well, I do like the comments. Too many comments to thank the thank yous, but it is always appreciated. And they were interesting hands, actually, Jan. Yes, we had a lot, didn't we, Franny?
Yeah, it was great. I enjoyed that.
If I had to say one thing, just remind them: no convention after intervention. So no trump opening, penalty double, 2 diamonds is showing diamonds. Yeah, 5 diamonds. Yeah, 2 hearts is hearts. Yeah, we don't play stamen or transfers, which is different than what the robots do online.
So what will you do next week?
Next week, today, we've got to have an instructive lesson on defence. So generally second and third hand play. So that's a really important part of the game. And this Monday, Franny, which you'll be hosting, we're doing slam bidding. And using fast. We're not using complicated conventions like Jacoby or splinters. We're just using our shape and our instinct to try and bid to slam. So again,
that'll be good.
That'd be really good and fun bidding slams. So, and pretty much anyone in this class, I think everyone would be able to come to that one. It's not too difficult. No,
they should definitely join in.
Well, thank you. Nice to hear from you, Jan, Beetle, Angela V, Sally AD. So there we go, Franny. We've reached the end of our online lessons. Interesting did you get that email that BBO are going to start charging?
No.
You haven't had it yet?
No.
We've all had it over. Well, I say all. Most of us have had it in the UK. They're gonna have a subscription fee. I mean, God knows why they didn't do it 5-6 years ago. To be honest with you, everyone else.
You don't think it's a scam? You think it's genuine?
No. I mean, I'm quite. I'm quite open to the idea that there are scams out there. I'm quite sensitive. I just don't think this one is. No, I think it's almost certainly genuine.
They want the money.
Yeah, well, they should. They're a business. I'm surprised they haven't done it before. But it's kind of like $6 a month or something. But certainly, that's something that Pajir and I will need to have a think about as well. So, Franny, we got 62.5%. That's
good. That's not shabby.
That's definitely good. It's about average for what we get on our improver tournaments. So yes, quite pleased with that. Yeah, the only thing I'd have done differently probably is just take the diamond finesse on that last hand, and we might have ended up making 2 hearts, which would have improved our score. There didn't seem any reason particularly not to, actually.
It was such an odd bid, wasn't it? Especially because I'm sure they bid spades.
Yes, he's a bit. But actually, there was room for them to have the king of diamonds for their 1 spade response. So yeah, definitely, I think we should have finessed the queen. So if you played the queen of diamonds there, you did well. But otherwise, I think we did well with our bidding to game. We couldn't do anything about board 4. That was only 35%. The opponents just bid efficiently to 3 spades. But otherwise, solid bidding. But most importantly, Franny, a lot of instructive hands for the students.
It's good because you can explain your decisions.
Yeah, so they've actually got, exactly. So it's like my mind when I play duplicates, but telling everyone as I go along. So and we must thank Stuart from Harrogate. He suggested this a couple of years ago. He said, "Oh, Jack, why don't you?" Yeah, I hadn't really thought about it. And he just suggested it to Bajir and I and said, "Oh, Jack, wouldn't it be great if you could play through 8 live hands with the students interacting?" And it's been a really good addition to the teaching.
Fabulous.
Well, listen, Franny, I'll let you get on. Have a nice sleep. So just Ned is asleep in the background.
Yeah, Ned is asleep.
And where's Gloria, the cat?
Gloria's in front of the heater. It's very cold.
Of course, I keep forgetting it's
deep dark winter.
Yes. So how cold is it outside? Or
say 5, something like that.
So pretty cold, yeah.
Very cold.
Well, it's like 5 during the day, is it?
Oh no, it gets up to about 11.
Okay, and what, 5-ish at night?
Yeah, very cold at night.
Yeah. Well, listen, give Gloria a cuddle for me. But don't disturb her because she's near the fire.
Gosh, no. She can get quite grouchy.
Yes.
All right.
I imagine. Yeah. Well, look, lovely to see you. I will see you on Monday morning.
Monday for the slam. All right.
Until then, I'll say goodbye.
Okay. Bye.
Bye, Jack's mum.